Let's talk about loops. Like any other program languages, Kotlin provides the for loop. However, there are some differences in terms of loop condition. Here is the sample code snippet. In this case, we use the in keyword for the loop condition. And this for loop iterates from 1 to 10 for 10 times. It'll add the I value to the sum variable. Kotlin has many different ways to set up the condition. The first is like we already checked, in keyword. This iterates from 1 to 100, including 100. The next is until. This iterates from 1 to 99, 100 is not included. The next is step keyword. This iterates from 2 to 10 by increasing 2 steps like 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10. The next is the down to keyword. In this case, the loop decreases the x number from 10 to 1. In case we need the index value, by using indices keyword, we can get the index of a loop. Lastly, if we need both index and value, we can use the withIndex function. Let's test it out. Let's make a typical for loop statement. We can use the in keyword here, and let's use down to. For now, it'll iterate from 10 down to 1, and if we add step 2, it'll decrease by 2 steps. Let's print it out. As you can see down here, it printed 10, 8, 6, 4, and 2. Next, let's try a collection type. Let's use a list type here. For now, let's create a string list containing hello world and like this. Let's add another for loop. We can use the collection type as a condition. This will print out each strings in the list. Let's run it. As you can expect, all strings in the list are printed. However, let's try it this way. Instead of a list, let's use indices, which returns the range of a list index. And let's print the string value by using the index. Let's run it again. And the result should be the same. If you want to get both index and value, let's use the withIndex function. And then we can get index and value at the same time. And let's print them out. Let's use a string template in it. Let's run it again. And the result is down below here. Next, let's take a look at while loop. Kotlin provides while and do-while loops, and they work exactly same as in other languages. Let's see the sample code. This loop will iterate until x is less than 10. Next, let's see break and continue with the label. The break operator makes the process exit out of the current loop. The continue operator, on the other hand, makes the process jump to the next loop condition. They also work exactly same as in other languages. In this sample code, this while loop iterates infinitely, unless x2 value equals to 10. If x2 is 10, the process will exit the loop and print the sum to value. If we have multiple loops and we need to break or continue a specific loop, we can use a label with the as symbol. Let's test it out. Here are two for loops. The first loop is from 1 to 3, and we have the second loop inside the first one. We have an if condition statement, and if the j is greater than 1, it'll break the loop. But because we have two for loops here, in this case, this breaks out of the second loop which is the closest loop. And it'll go through the first loop and come back to the second loop. If you run it, as we expected, here we have the result. However, if we want to break the first loop from this breakpoint, add the label onto the loop that we want to exit, and add the label name after the break keyword. Let's run it again. And we got what we want here. This is it for loops.